Displayed with a great range of adorable, cleverly designed daily commodities in the sections of scent, beauty, stationery, bath, and hygiene, and so on, whose prices are also incredible low, even for those Disney, Barbie, Sanrio co-branding products. Yes, I know most of you have found it out. I am talking about Miniso, a Chinese brand who has expanded rapidly overseas in recent years. How successful is Miniso now? According to the financial report released for the first quarter of 2024, until the end of March 2024, Miniso's overseas revenue for the first quarter reached more than 0.17 billion United States dollars, a year-on-year increase of 52.6%. Also in this quarter, revenue from overseas markets accounted for 32.8% of total revenue, a significant increase compared to 27.1% in the same period of 2023. In addition to China, Miniso stores have spread across North America, Europe, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and Latin America, including next to the bustling Galeries Lafayette in Paris and in Times Square, New York City. No matter how astronomical the rents are. What a marvelous achievement! Why Miniso can succeed to spread the net to the world so fast in several years. Then we should trace back the legend history of Miniso's rise, its well-designed win-win business model, and also Miniso's unique global winning formulas. Unlike Rupert Murdoch, a second-generation rich man who has carried forward his family's business, or Mark Zuckerberg, an Ivy League dropout who could easily obtain financing from Silicon Valley, the founder of Miniso, Ye Guofu, was a real nobody at first. No money, no background, no diploma. Born in 1977 in a poor rural family of Hubei province in China, Ye even did not graduate from a technical secondary school because of failing to afford the tuition. However, this 21-year-old young man still worked hard for several years and founded the first Ayaya store in Guangzhou in 2004 and $1 fashion accessory store. By 2010, the number of Ayaya had already grown to 3,000. Ayaya is exactly the predecessor of Miniso. Being a quick copycat to launch new products is the secret recipe of Ayaya. Ye Guofu once hired more than 100 full-time buyers to find out the best-selling jewelry styles at home and abroad, so as to collect them to the research and development department in real time. And then the R&D immediately sent them to the manufacturers to start production at once. The whole cycle only takes 7 days. Based on this successful blitz strategy in 2013, Ye innovatively upgraded to a brand new 711 model that is selecting 100 new SKUs from 10,000 product ideas every 7 days, plus an elegant warm lighting and hotel-level style decoration. The first Miniso store said hi to the world in Guangzhou eventually. Standing next to the shelves whose supplier which are invested by Warren Buffett and simultaneously for Louis Vuitton, surrounded by all these low-priced, high-quality, and creative daily commodities, shopping in Miniso like a millionaire is no more a fairy tale again. As stated above, the founding history of Miniso was based on Ye Guofu's legendary business story. Then Miniso's rapid global expansion is mainly attributed to its well-designed win-win business model, both for franchisees and manufacturers. Being suppliers of Miniso should be a little bit less stressful. Miniso's purchasing strategy of pricing by massive volume plus customization buyout plus immediate payment allows suppliers to focus on production only. Of course, in exchange, the purchasing prices must be competitively low. Among these global 1,400 suppliers, many OEM factories of international brands are also listed, such as for Estée Lauder, Lancôme, Chanel, L'Oréal, Dior, and Apple. These products are finally displayed in Miniso stores directly from manufacturers without any middlemen. That's the cornerstone of Miniso's low cost, low price, low margin. Being franchisees of Miniso should be a little bit less anxious. Not only can they get a stable cash flow of 38%, 33% for food from the daily turnover, but also they needn't work harder on brand and store operations, keeping chasing hot products and unsold inventory management. Of course, as a price, license fees once a year and product deposits, full payment required, refundable upon withdrawal from the franchise, need to be paid. Also, franchisees need to pay for store rents, labor costs, water and electricity bills, and commercial taxes by themselves. In China, in order to reduce the pressure on franchisees, in 2014, controversially, Ye Guofu even established a P2P financing platform in mainland China, Fenlibao, which provided financing to the potential franchisees who lacked funds at an annualized interest rate of about 12%. This undoubtedly greatly lowered the capital threshold for franchisees, making it easier for Miniso to expand rapidly in China at that time. In the past 3 years, thanks to Ye Guofu's ambition to expand rapidly all over the world, the franchise threshold of Miniso has been lowered twice, with a big discount up to about 70%. By the end of March 2024, Miniso has found 6,630 stores worldwide, with 4,034 in China and 2,596 overseas. Recently, Ye Guofu has set a new goal: to open more than 12,000 stores worldwide by the end of 2028. Will his business ambition come true? How to stand out among those global competitors? Although Miniso has been criticized for pretending to be a Japanese brand or copying and infringing on products, the 3 advantages under the globalization policy are obvious. Firstly, to cater to the tastes of different countries, there are different customized SKUs and promotion strategies according to their preferences and characteristics. For example, for the hot and rainy Indonesian market, various slippers are more frequently launched. You can even find a whole wall of hot-selling slippers in Indonesian stores. In India, where local people prefer fragrances, a variety of inexpensive and high-quality perfumes and scented candles are vigorously promoted. Miniso also attaches importance to local festivals. For example, during Christmas in Europe and the United States, Diwali in India, and local paydays in Southeast Asia, Miniso will launch corresponding marketing activities and specific customized products. Who would dislike a merchant that takes its time to understand and please the customers actively? Secondly, learning from Pop Mart, but trying not to be Pop Mart only. Surrounded by adorable and heartwarming IP collaborations such as Chiikawa, Cinnamoroll, Barbie, Minions, and so on, how many of us would really care whether the price is $4.99 or $14.99? With a stronger focus on IP collaborations, Miniso's selling expenses have surged due to IP licensing costs. Yet compared to the well-known IP self-branded products, Miniso's prices remain quite appealing. Unlike Pop Mart's approach of independently incubating and operating IPs, Miniso directly signs agreements with famous IP holders, then launches collaborative products. According to Miniso's Q1 2024 financial report, sales of IP-related products accounted for 26% of total sales, with the overseas market having a significant year-on-year increase to over 40%. Evidently, IP products have already higher sales proportion overseas. Ye Guofu's ambition doesn't stop there. His goal is to have IP products make up 50% of total sales by 2028. Let's look forward to more creative and cost-effective IP products in the near future. Last but not least, Miniso has a large number of high-quality suppliers. Among the 1,400 global suppliers that Miniso cooperates with, about 24% are overseas suppliers, including cosmetic suppliers in South Korea, toy suppliers in Vietnam, textile suppliers in India, skincare product suppliers in Europe, and snack, and toy suppliers in North America. Sometimes Miniso even invests in some suppliers directly so as to develop products together with them and then buy out copyrights. That is where the exclusive sources of SKUs come from. Riding on the supplier's coattails, it is believed that Miniso will win the global commercial war much more easily. All in all, as an average consumer, after roughly analyzing the underlying logic behind Miniso's rapid global expansion, I don't particularly care whether it's made in China or brand in China, or whether it started as a copycat or Japanese-style imitator. All I know is, when I walk through the streets at home or abroad, if forgetting to bring some daily items, a quick visit to the nearby Miniso will easily and cheaply solve the problem. Perhaps that is exactly Miniso's irreplaceable value. Hey guys, this is my first video in YouTube. Really thank you for watching it to the end. See you in the next video here.